I think this game is really a tale of two quarterbacks right now. Jeff Driscoll at Florida playing with a lot of confidence. They're not asking him to do much, but he's doing everything almost perfectly right now. Throwing the ball very well, managing the game, managing the team. And then on the other side, you see Zach Mettenberger at LSU. I think you're looking at a guy right now that's not too confident, that's fumbling the ball a lot, not protecting the ball. And I think that's why LSU's playing shaky right now on offense. Defensively, LSU and Florida are terrific teams. I think if LSU's going to win this game, this has to be a game where that defensive line says, you know what, we are the best defensive line in college football, and we're going to show it right now. You know, I really like these two defenses at Georgia and South Carolina, but when you really look at this game, I think South Carolina wants it to be another game in the 40s like last year or even in the 30s, because I think the more points that are on the board, the better chance South Carolina has of winning the game, the better chance they have of Georgia making a mistake that could hurt them. Because I think right now Georgia's probably the more complete team, and it's very close right now. But I think Georgia also has the better quarterback. And in big games like this, big conference games, where you're talking about two highly ranked teams, it all comes down to who has the better quarterback. This is going to be a very, very fun game. I mean, all you have to do is look back at what happened last week against Baylor with West Virginia to realize that West Virginia can throw it around. Now, the difference between the Baylor defense and the Texas defense obviously is significant. And I think Texas, if Jordan Hicks can come back at middle linebacker, that shores up what they can do not only against the run, but he's also very good in pass coverage. And I think when you look at Texas, they're going to play differently than they played last week against Oklahoma State. That was a road game. It was a tough environment for them. I think they got shell-shocked early a little bit. They'll play better at home. They'll play more confident at home. And if Jordan Hicks is back, it's going to be a tough game for West Virginia because it'll come down to them throwing the ball. And eventually, if Texas can get pressure on Geno Smith, it's a different situation with him throwing the ball back there. At this point, how do we not say every time Ohio State goes on the field that they're probably the best team on the field in the Big Ten? I mean, when you look at this team, defensively, they're getting better. They're still not there. I think offensively, they probably have the best player in the Big Ten with Braxton Miller, the quarterback. But at some point, his carries and the amount of times he's carried the ball, he's carried it 90-plus times right now so far this season. That's a dangerous spot right there for Ohio State because the more he carries the ball, the more susceptible he is to absorbing those big hits. And I think Nebraska has the kind of defense that can deliver those punishing hits. Now, can Nebraska do something offensively against Ohio State with Taylor Martinez, who's kind of a little, skitterish on the road a lot? I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there with the Nebraska offense going in there.